surround yourself with good people. I think wherever I've worked, it isn't about yourself. It's about having good people.
Yeah.
At AirAsia, I've been blessed. At Virgin, I was blessed. At Warner Music, I was blessed. So my fundamental management philosophy is get good people and give them the chance to excel. My philosophy is, turn raw diamonds into it. And prior to that, I was an accountant for not many years. I qualified as an accountant, and then I went to work for an accounting firm, and I hated it. I got given an opportunity as a musician, and I got an interview with many record companies. All of them rejected me, except Virgin. And then I went for an interview at Virgin, and they also rejected me. And I was walking out of the building, and Richard Branson was coming in, and I thought, well, now or never. Either you're shy and you just walk past him, or you say something and hopefully he'll give you another chance. So I took the chance of engaging in a conversation with him, which is probably the first lesson for anyone here, that you grab your chances if you have them. And got into a conversation with Richard Branson. He asked me for a coffee, and then during the coffee he said, "Why are you here?" And I said, "I've come for an interview." And he said, "Well, did you get the job?" I said, "No, you rejected me." And he said, "There's something special about you." And then the next thing I knew, I got a job with Virgin. I was there for about 2.5 years. I loved it. It was a fantastic experience for me. And then Richard wanted to start an airline, which I thought was mad. And so I applied for another job at Warner Music. And I got the job at Warner, and I was at Warner for about 12 years before setting up AirAsia.
All right, awesome. So why do you think that Richard Branson paid attention to you at that time, Tony?
I have no idea. You have to ask him. Get him on your. Get him on. I think he thought I was unique. He saw some passion in me. He saw that I wasn't shy, and that I wasn't a finance person. Yet I seemed to love music, which was something. That's what kind of got him interested in me.
Wow, what a beginning story, yeah. All right, so let's talk about School of Life first, Tony. I mean, what is your fundamental mantra in the School of Life? One main big value that you keep in your life and you can share with all of us.
Yeah, I mean, there are many actually. The main one would be, surround yourself with good people. I think wherever I've worked, it isn't about yourself. It's about having good people.
Yeah.
At AirAsia, I've been blessed. At Virgin, I was blessed. At Warner Music, I was blessed. So my fundamental management philosophy is get good people and give them the chance to excel. My philosophy is, turn raw diamonds into diamonds. And I always say it's better to have 20,000 people working for you than just top 10. Many Asian companies, only like 10 people decide everything, and the rest are implementers. I believe everyone has a brain and everyone can contribute. So that's my number one philosophy. Number two is transparency, having a flat structure. I don't believe in hierarchy. I believe everyone is equally important in the company. Number three is I strongly believe in branding and marketing. I think too many companies don't invest a lot. I think AirAsia, which is going through the toughest time of our career, is it's all about the brand. That if we survive, it'll be about our brand. So it's important. Those are the three kind of fundamental. And I also think on a more important scale, you know, it's important to have fun. You know, I think there's too much hierarchy in Asian companies. The boss decides everything. The officers, you know, they don't interact with their staff. I love interacting with my staff. I'm happy to clean planes. I'm happy to be a cabin crew. I'm happy to carry bags. I'm happy to deliver food. Now, you know, I don't think you can be an effective leader unless you go down to the ground and prepared to do everything. So I like people, and I like to respect people and give everyone a chance. So that's been kind of my philosophies.
Yeah, it's good that I'm listening to you. And number 2 is about the right team, and then number 3 is about the great brand, right? So that's the thing that in your philosophy of School of Life. Awesome. So I watched the video earlier in your Instagram. Also, there is I think it's a co-captain of your AirAsia, which is
first officer.
Sorry?
They call first officers, not co.
Yeah, exactly. He's coming actually from very bottom of the hierarchy, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, he was a dispatch boy. Now,
wow.
My
Tony, before you answer these questions, if you can tilt down a bit so people can see you in Instagram. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. That story is inspired, and I believe there's a lot of stories behind it that you haven't told.
Well, I mean, you know, my job is to turn raw diamonds to diamonds, as I said earlier. And Coogan was, I think you join AirAsia because we've got hundreds and hundreds of examples. Coogan was not the first guy. There were lots and lots of examples before that. So a lot of people join AirAsia because they believe that it doesn't matter whether you went to University of Bandung or University of Indonesia or Oxford or Cambridge. And if you want to be the best and you maybe didn't have enough money to go to further education, that you can be the best. And so many people join AirAsia with that hope, right? And Coogan was one of them who joined as a dispatch boy. He left school at 15, and his dream was to be a pilot. So, you know, we said, go for it. And you've seen the video, the rest is history. He became a co-pilot. And Coogan is one story, but there are hundreds of stories like that in AirAsia. And that is the unique strength. Again, I came from a middle class to upper middle class family. I had a good education. I went to a good school. You know, I became an accountant, etc. But there are many more smarter people than me in AirAsia who never had a chance. So at AirAsia, we give people a second chance. Doesn't matter. Why should you be disadvantaged just because you didn't have rich parents? Why should you struggle for the rest of your life, right? So so yeah, I create that culture that anyone can succeed. Coogan is one of the guys who grabbed it, and there are hundreds of people who have grabbed it, and the rest is history.
Right. Bravo to Coogan as well, and hundreds of people that in Asia.
Yeah, I mean, Coogan was special because, you know, it took him 11 times to become a first officer, right? And many times he came to me and said, oh, people are against me, they don't like me. And I said, don't talk rubbish. I said, either you're good enough or either you're not. Either you determine to want to be someone or you're going to be a quitter. I said, you fight. I said, nothing in life comes easy. Nothing in life comes easy. Of course, there are many people that take shortcuts. But the reality is life is hard and nothing comes easy. And so I said, don't be a quitter. Go and show what you can do. And he didn't quit. Now, Coogan, along with hundreds of other pilots around the world, are struggling now. But on the positive side, we know there's an end. We know that there is an end to TikTok. It's only a matter of TikTok, to the end of COVID. Sorry, someone was texting about more TikTok videos. So jinky. So and yeah, TikTok is a good example of me having fun, right? Life, there are not many CEOs who go and embarrass themselves on TikTok, but you know, life is about having fun, especially during COVID. But I just want to say to all the pilots who are listening now that, you know, there is an end. We haven't got out of it. You're going to struggle for, you know, another 5-6 months, but we know the vaccines are working, and you know, at a certain point, we're all going to go back to a normal life. So, you know, we can see.
Totally have belief in AirAsia and how you manage it, and in the great thing, Tony. So the way you think.
Well, there's a long way to go, right? I mean, this whole COVID scenario, you know, there are a lot of people who want to kill me because I haven't paid their refunds back. The many staff who are out of a job, and but you know, we'll come back stronger, and I've learned a lot through this. One of the beauties for those of us who are suffering in COVID, there are two ways of looking at it, right? You know, one way is this is a living hell. The second way is that if we survive, wow, what a story. What a story, you know. Look, Coogan has just texted, never give up. Hello, Coogan.
That's Coogan, huh?
Yeah, I think it's Coogan. I can't see his face, but there can't be too many Coogan AirAsias. So, you know, you've got to say that in 10 years' time, if you survive COVID, you've got some amazing stories to tell your grandchildren. It's like we've been to a war and back. And Harvard Business School can't teach you all this stuff. So there are some positives.
So, you know, I mean, I'm one of your repeat and loyal customer of AirAsia for like ages.